So we're here today with Aaron from the Aaron in the AM from Power 98. Aaron, could you tell us about your role in the media industry?
I'm an on-air personality, basically just a radio DJ. And yeah, I pretty much run the system, play all the music and make sure I get all the calls and requests, give all the birthday shout outs, all within the span of my hour.
So we know you're from Power 98, but can you tell us, is Power 98 part of a bigger thing?
Yeah, so we're part of a collective of other stations and media outlets of Sorensen Media Group, owned by Rex Sorensen. And yeah, so we're pretty much partners with like the Cat, the Shark. Those are sister stations. K57. We're also affiliated with PNC, Pacific News Center, and yeah, and we also we're pretty much Guam's version of Power 99 for Saipan. If you didn't know that, if you don't know what Power 99 is.
Is Sorensen Media Group a part of the bigger international stations that are more known?
No, Rex Sorensen's a local here, and he owns it. And yeah, but we're also affiliated with like ABC and CBS. So yeah, we have those play like on our TV shows, or have it like we have our CBS News Hour and K57 as well. So there's that.
Oh, wow. How far would you say is your audience reach for your AM show on the
weekends? It's quite early, so I wouldn't assume a lot, but around 9 o'clock it does get pretty hectic, and I think a lot of people listen to. Yeah, man, people call like 9 a lot and text me too. Just don't text while you're driving because it's bad.
Can you tell me what your job involves, and tell us what's a typical day at work for
you? My job involves making sure that people are entertained, that people get what they want, like what they want to listen to, and try to give good content that isn't so bland or boring. Like try to make sure people stay listening. And yeah, so I take calls and requests. I do birthday shout outs. I let people know what's going on in the community, and like let people know if like we have any promotions or like special events, because we usually do Trench Fest. We also have a Earth, Wind, and Fire concert coming out, so I'm stoked for that, and I hope everyone else is too. But yeah, it's pretty much just making sure that your show has good content and the music is playing, and yeah, that's about it.
Why did you personally go into this field?
I've always been pretty comfortable with public speaking. I've done a lot of performances as a musician, and I would have to talk to audiences in between songs and stuff like that. And I did MCs for a couple of events for like my family and friends, and they always tell me like you should try it out. Marcel Jardaleza from the Morning Blunder told me that I should try it out because yeah, so it's pretty much just something to try, and like part-time job never hurts.
What's most rewarding about what you do?
I guess when I find people that genuinely like listening to my show, and like not just like my show, but like the station, like they genuinely like Power 98 because of what it brings, what it is. It's entertaining because Kyle Mandapat, he's the director of FM's operation, and he's also on the Morning Blunder. He always says that you can just automate everything. You don't need DJs. You don't need anyone to talk. Just play the music. But then any other station could do that. I feel like it really gives us personality, and when people like that, like I think that's really rewarding to me. Like they really like listening to people, and their personalities and their characters, and they enjoy it. That's something.
What are the most important skills needed for a job like yours? And if I wanted to be in this field, what courses should I take in college, or what would you recommend?
I definitely would say that your public speaking has to be at least up to par. And even then, like, if it's not the best, you can always work on it, because this kind of job, you always have to better yourself. There is no top. You just keep going and going and going. So yeah, it's a little bit of public speaking. Most of all, it's just drive. It's not much of a skill, but if you don't have drive, then you're not gonna sound good. For college courses, I would say take communications, especially because you're gonna be presenting a lot, speeches and stuff like that. So it's a lot of preparation for what you're gonna say, a lot how you're gonna execute it, and I think you're gonna learn some valuable skills when you get into there.
So I think the audience would really like to know the real questions. How much are you getting paid?
Whew, that's a very personal question, but I'll be honest. So I'm pretty fairly new, and it's minimum wage for every hour, and it may not seem that great, but it's pretty much just I'm starting from the bottom. When you work your way up, it's the pay is just gonna keep coming, especially when you get your show sponsored and you start doing events like Kyle does, Poly X, or your mom Shar. Those guys get paid quite a good amount of money, especially because they've worked hard to get there.
Now, in your opinion, where is the local media industry headed?
Local media industry headed. That's a good question. I used to watch like a lot of other stations too as well. KOM, I-94, Hit Radio 100. They're always like doing the same thing, putting out music, but they give back to the communities, especially Power 98. We do a whole bunch of waves, stuff like that. So I feel it's gonna be more for our community, like where we're headed. Like we're not just gonna be playing music on the radio. We're gonna go out to everybody and lend a hand for the community.
Now, I would like to announce to all my audience that please catch AA Ron in the AM from 6 to 10 on Saturdays and Sundays on the station that plays the best music.
Power 98.